So once you start onboarding clients and they connect their Oura Ring, you're going to want to set up the client table so you have access to that data at your fingertips. So that's one of the first things you'll set up after the rings are connected. And when we are on the client table here, you'll see that we can start to organize some of the biomarkers that we want to have front and center. So you can see in this account, I've got steps, blood pressure, and glucose, but I've now got clients with Oura connected, and I want to start seeing some of that data show up in the client table. And what you'll do here is click on this button, Columns, and you'll start to be able to add metrics to the client table. Some of the ones that I like to look at are time of sleep. So all you do is you click on asleep, and then just click off anywhere on the screen, and you'll see the sleep time from Oura start to come in. I also like to look at deep sleep, AM readiness, and HRV. So I'm going to add those as well. And you may want to organize these in a certain way. So for me personally, I like to put AM readiness right at the front. That's the first thing I want to look at. And I want to be able to come in here each morning, sort my clients from highest to lowest, and just see AM readiness stacked. The next number I like to look at is HRV. So I'm going to put that one here as well. I also want to have deep sleep here. And now I've got 3 Oura metrics on the screen, and there's others you can add. But what you can do with this data, first of all, is these columns are sortable. So I can easily sort from lowest to highest or from highest to lowest. You'll also see that you can click on an individual metric. And when I click on a metric for a client, you're going to see their most recent score here, 70. And then you're going to see that relative to their baselines. So for that same client, over the past week, they're averaging 66. Over the past month, 69. Over the past year, 70. And their lifetime average. So what that does is it helps you take the most recent reading and contextualize it. Because everyone's baseline is different. 70 for one person might be really good. 70 for another person actually might be really low. That's why you need to compare to these baselines. Then down below, you'll have the actual independent data points that you can mouse over. So you can start to just quickly look at what's been happening over the last 30 days and get some of these data points. And then lastly, you can actually click on View Chart. And that's going to take you right into the full-blown reports page for that client, where you can start to do more detailed analysis. And you can start to look at different time frames. You can start to add other metrics onto the graph, and you can do a much more deep dive analysis. We're going to cover the reports page in more detail. But just to wrap up on the client table, first of all, you can add your desired Oura metrics here. You can sort from highest to lowest, lowest to highest, and then you can drill in and get a deeper view on each client relative to baseline. You've got the last 30 days at a glance, and then you've got the view chart for the deep dive analysis. So that's how you set up the client table to have the Oura stats at your fingertips. Thanks.